um, I told in the beginning, if you are convinced there is a God, there is a beautiful intelligence behind it, and you are being watched minute to minute, your life will change. That's how my life changed. So life is choices. We make choices. And if you make right choice, your life will go on well. If you make wrong choice, the impact will be there. Negative impact will be there in your life long time. I'm sure many of you thought, I should not have done this. You know, how many of you thought like that? I should not have done this. You did all, right? So, just seasons. Last week I was showing the, after showing the Fibonacci series, I'm sorry. So we saw these things wonderful, So when you see a car,
record the session so that we can put in YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's being recorded, Ramakrishna still. Sleek car, somebody manufactured it. In a beautiful computer, somebody assembled it. Elegant watch. You don't see a watch. When you see a watch, what do you think? A watch doesn't come from air. Somebody manufactured it. Architectural marvel, Eiffel Tower, somebody erected it. Skyscraper buildings, Petronas Towers, Malaysia, someone built it. Wonderful sculptures, somebody carved it. Right? They don't come from nothing. And if you all agree with that, I have a wonderful video. What has amazed the scientists is the vastness of the universe, and they're functioning in a very, very, very disciplined way. Last week I was telling, if your signal, the traffic signal near your home, if there is a breakdown, so much of traffic jam. If you go 10 light years, you'll see hundreds of planets. If you go 20 light years, you'll see hundreds of planets. If you go billion light years, you'll see unlimited number of planets. But they're all moving in a very, very precision, in a very systematic way with precision. And I'm showing a video to you, Every dot you see is a planet. And right now it's happening. That's one Milky Way. All the dots are bigger than sun. Where is Earth? Where is America? And see. So my point is, don't you think there is a wonderful, super intelligent creator, and that too they're moving with such a precision? No? Do you think everything is happening by chance? Definitely not. Creation is there, creator is there. So I was showing, we have tiny things. We have a scale to measure, We have vernier calipers. We have Newton rings to measure. Even if somebody gives you a hair, a hair, and they say, can you measure me the diameter? Scale will not work, but we have Newton's rings. So likewise, we have tiniest things in the universe, and we have big things in the universe. This is sequoia tree, muirwood forest, California. For example, the world's largest tree is giant sequoia, 84 meters high, 29 meters diameter at the trunk. So if you appreciate the marvelous Statue of Liberty and the space shuttle, and the hard labor involved behind it, you'll appreciate the same thing behind a giant sequoia, a blue whale, and different animals like Bronchiosaurus, Dinosaurus. And if you appreciate the what is Intel for coming out with the chips, you'll appreciate that person who has made something called brain. I was showing last week. I'm sorry if just for a repetition. Brain, 70% water only, 30% fat. But how many, it's amazing. The functioning of 450 grams of matter, all the information from all over the world can all the information from all the libraries from all over the world can be stored in the brain. Still it has empty space. If you appreciate the person who made Intel chip, you'll appreciate that person who has designed this brain. And very interesting, father and mother come together. What a technology behind it. They don't even know, they'll be able to generate. We are like a chickpea size one day. When father and mother come together, in 48 hours, we are like a chickpea size. But today, when we are fully grown up, we have 60, 70,000 thoughts. Throat, if you see, there is a harmonium here. 2 eyes, 2 cameras here. And heart, a mechanical device that's pumping the blood. And how much care is taken to protect the heart. One day I asked one doctor, if you leave one water drop, it will fall down. Everything in this world, it has weight like a feather, it will fall down, but your blood flows upwards. I asked this doctor, pediatric cardiologist, Mataji, what information can you give or logic you'll give for the blood flowing upwards? She said, pressure. Who is creating the pressure? She said, I don't know. Whether you're like this, blood is flowing upwards. If you just analyze your brain, your body, believe me, you will appreciate the supreme intelligence of the Creator. The human brain can store more information than all the libraries in the world put together. Richard Stuck, MD, author, brain. Purposefully, I didn't show the video for brain because I showed last week. Amazing technical information, And go to the micro world. The DNA, But if you analyze DNA, itself 46 human chromosomes, 2 meters of DNA, 3 billion DNA subunits, approximately 30,000 in this tiny thing. Amazing. And what is that? They use all the different structures. What a technology, all these different, they're all used in our body. Wow. And what has emerged the scientists sees? Graphite and diamond, source is same, carbon. Slight molecular change. You have a very costly diamond. Another one is only graphite. Right? Can you imagine the intelligence? Actually, scientists, they were amazed by the intelligence of the super intelligence, the supreme intelligence. Some cases, just by adding one electron, just by changing the way the electrons move, you'll get a new substance. Wow. You know, seasons, whether you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning or not. Sure. It is constantly, the solar system is continuously moving. I have an example here. Newton, I told this, I mean, I'm just, repeating it, but Newton, when Newton was present, scientists were cracking their heads. How does the solar system look like? And one day Newton's friend came to Newton's home, and Newton was not atheistic. And Newton was not there. So he told the servant, please call Newton. And the servant told him to sit in the drawing room. In the drawing room, there was a machine. So this person went and pressed the button. And whatever I'm showing right now, sun is rotating, the planets are rotating around sun, so the moon is rotating around the earth. He came out with the model. So wow, amazing. So he appreciated it. So Newton came and he asked Newton, hey, who made it? Newton wanted to convey the message. Newton said, oh, last night nobody was there. No, last night it was not there. Morning came, it was there. It came out from nothing. His friend said, don't joke with me. Tell me who made it. Newton said, my dear friend, I'm serious. My dear friend, I'm serious. Last night it was not there. In the morning, it was there. His friend became really serious. My dear friend, tell me please, who made it? Newton said, don't joke with me. Newton said, my dear friend, it is after all a model. I'm telling you, it came out from nothing. You can have a problem believing it. But the actual solar system, how dare you believe actual solar system came out by chance? Why you don't think there is a beautiful brain behind it, a super mind behind it? So when you are unable to believe this, a model cannot come out by chance, how dare you believe the actual solar system, that's such a huge gigantic manifestation, has come out by chance? His friend was shocked. How many have liked this example of Newton? Huh?
I like Prabhuji. So this solar system, yeah, that no one is able to explain, but they are saying human came from this evolution, right? That Sigmund Freud or Darwin, Charles Darwin, like selection of the fittest.
Okay.
So like first something happened and the earth, that's something cannot happen. Okay, then amoeba came, then fish came, from fish lizard came, and from lizard mammals came.
You're an engineer. Then let us talk scientific language.
Yeah.
A temperature that cannot be, actually, I'll show, please, let me show that screen. I'll show you, it will come, So I don't want to speak for myself, but you will see that anyway,
Yeah, it cannot be accident, Guruji, because even if you look at like any park we go, even that they plan it, then only it is coming systematically.
Exactly.
So similarly, you see, it's not like just like that metro park or someone has designed that park. That's why the trees and all this coming. So human also, just like that, it cannot come. I mean, it cannot just have thousands of combinations and suddenly a human comes. So there is some thought process, design, architecture that is there.
I showed the what do you call it? Fibonacci series blueprint. Like when you want to make a home, we just 2 years ago we built a temple actually. Renovated it. What so much of information needed. You need an electrical engineer, you need a mechanical engineer, you need a HVAC, like air conditioning engineer. You need an architect. They all come together. You need city has approval. Then after all, you have a temple is big, of course. You'll have a temple where 300 people can sit. We spent a lot of money, a lot of years for after all one tiny temple to manifest. Now, that's such a, can you imagine? The solar system seasons change. 23.5 degrees it is bent. And Prabhupada is telling the other day, if sun comes 1 inch forward, Earth will be a burning globe. If sun goes 1 inch back, Earth will become an ice cube. Wow. If Earth is not bent 23.5 degrees, there is no seasons. Huh? So do you think it came by chance? Okay, that is a way. Actually, no.
Earth rotates around its axis once a day. The tilt of the axis affects when seasons occur. Earth rotates around its axis once a day. The tilt of the axis affects when seasons occur. When the axis tilts toward the sun, the northern hemisphere experiences summer, while the southern hemisphere experiences winter. In half the year, the Earth will revolve elliptically, counterclockwise around the sun, while the axis stays tilted at 23.5 degrees. When the axis tilts away from the sun, the northern hemisphere then experiences winter, and the southern hemisphere experiences summer. The Earth rotates around its axis once a day.
I'm sorry. What a technology. Just 23 degrees. And we have winter and summer. Amazing. Right? And I showed this webinar series last week. And I have a question for all of you. How many of you have cell phones?
What, Guruji?
How many have cell phones?
All of them have. Yeah, I think.
Sauraji, Lakshmiji, you have cell phone?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
How many of you have seen the satellite?
I have never seen it.
Thank you. Kaminiji. And okay, but for the satellite to function, it is only 1,000 kg, right? For your cell phone to function, you have never seen the satellite for sure. For your satellite cell phone to function, 7 parameters. For some NASA people, they have to take care of critical parameters. Orientation, spin, velocity, orbital decay correction, cosmic radiation, heat dissipation, Earth satellite distance. Because NASA people are monitoring 24/7 these 7 parameters, ladies and gentlemen, you're able to use your cell phone to download information. You agree or not?
Yes, Guruji, you're right.
Thank you. If you appreciate NASA scientists for constantly monitoring these 7 parameters, our cell phone is working. Then my question to all of you, did you see your satellite? No. Then you go and tell NASA people, I want to see the satellite. Only picture. You cannot see that anyway because they'll show it on the screen. First question they will ask, do you have American passport? You say no. Then go and get it first. There you have to wait 20 years. Nowadays, to get a green card is taking time. Supposing this, you say, yes, I'm American citizen. Then they will say, put your application, we'll do the background check. And they take 2 years because, they're worried about you. So after all, but you have seen cell phone is working, satellite is there. You agree? You have not seen it. If you appreciate NASA scientists for after all monitoring this 1,000 kg, 1 ton satellite, you should appreciate that person who is monitoring the same parameters or that intelligence of that group of scientists. Balancing, but it's not 1,000 kg, 6 into 10 power 21 metric tons. And it is going 106,000 kilometers per hour. If you in an Indian bus, if you sit down in bus for 40 kilometers, you'll hold the rods. ये बाद में बात करेंगे. It is moving 106,000 kilometers per hour. You don't even think it is moving. Wow, what a technology, huh? Who is in control? Who is balancing all the 7 parameters constantly? NASA? If traffic policeman controls the signal of the traffic, who is controlling the traffic of revolving planets? Control is there, controller is there. Design is there, design is there. Designer is there. And so you appreciate the person who made the bomb. You know, first bomb was made on a fission. Hydrogen bomb was made on fusion. When did they do that? When they came to know the technology that is happening in the sun. Fusion. Mass of the sun. I can't, I don't have that much intelligence to measure the numbers. Surface temperature of the sun, 5,505 degrees. Distance to the sun, that much. Do you know this? The 1 minute emission of the sun is enough. Is enough. I mean, we have not consumed. So the 1 minute emission of the heat of the heat of sun is enough for for the whole generation. That is enough for the whole generation. We have not used enough. Whatever the light that is emitted from sun, we have never used ever since the mankind has started. That much, that much power sun has, and who is handling this? Once again, our sun produces enough energy to meet the current needs of the entire earth for 500,000 years. Every second, 600 million tons of protons are converted into helium atoms in the sun to be released as energy. Humankind needs only 1/10,000 part of that energy. Amount of solar energy every square meter of Earth's surface receives 164 watts. So imagine 150 watt table lamp on square meter of, every square meter 150 watt table lamp is there. That much is coming. We are not using it fully. If you appreciate the person who made hydrogen bomb, you appreciate the technology that is present in sun. Right? Reaction taking place in sun is a nuclear fusion, same as a hydrogen bomb. Energy is there, energetic is there. Look at the world around you. My engineering college starts at 9:30. Who made the law? College management, the principal. You have to drive left or right. Decides India or America. Right? The traffic police. Same with the cricket match. Who made the law? ICC. So you don't call it, I am sure, how many of you know Mendeleev periodic classification? Say yes or no. You all studied anyway, right? What does MS the scientist says precision? Hydrogen 1 atom, helium 2 atoms, 1s2, 2s1. Add one more. It is not a periodic chance, sirs and ma'ams. It is a periodic classification. Scientists are only discovering. It is there. Now the scientists found out. You agree? Huh?
Yeah, yes, Guruji. We are
It is
just discovering.
It is only a discovery. It is not an invention. It is already existing. And what a precision. That's why intelligence. Intelligence is there, intelligent is there. Chemical arrangement is a periodic law, not a periodic chance. And this world is governed by laws. This world is governed by laws. So which angle it falls, it is guided by serious laws. Like for example, you have a forward kick and you're running in one way. There are the laws of physics, the laws of optics, okay, you call it mirage. What is it, mirage? Because of the laws of optics. You call it total internal reflection. Your science only gives names. They're existing. And laws of thermodynamics. And very intricate calculations. People do PhD for years and years and years. So scientists, they struggled for 11 years to synthesize one vitamin, A12 vitamin, but it's it's available in the 100 countries from 100 countries. Scientists from 100 countries came. They struggled to synthesize. It is available in the nature just like that. And every day we eat. I don't know how many of hypo, Na2S2O3, sodium thiosulfate. It is called, nowadays everything computer cameras came, but earlier to develop the films, you need this developing agent to make the photos. The stool that we pass has a lot of hypo, sodium thiosulfate. We don't know that. Wow. So if you see macro world or micro world, do you know this? Trees take oxygen from the air. Sorry, trees take carbon dioxide from the air, water from the ground, and there are 99 chemical reactions that happen to manufacture finally what is called glucose. Wow. Nobody has given any training to, the trees don't go to school to seriously learn to manufacture sucrose or glucose. Laws are being governed. Precision. Precise laws of mathematical accuracy govern this world. Flawless laws means lawmaker is there. And I want to ask you this $1 million question. I have a question for all of you. Somebody is born beautiful. Somebody is born not so beautiful. Somebody is born handsome. Somebody is born not so much handsome. Somebody is poverty stricken. Somebody is rich. Somebody is a doctor. Somebody is a laborer. Who decides? On what basis? So when you get into engineering, you decide based on your rank. I can become an electrical, mechanical, when you finish your engineering, you choose a particular job. When you come for the ready and you're ready for marriage, you choose a particular spouse, right? You choose a particular car. You choose a particular building. But can you choose your parents, sir? Ma'ams? Huh? Can you choose your parents? Can you choose your face shape? Can you choose your intelligence? Who is choosing? On what basis? Is it by chance? Einstein says God never plays the game of dice when it comes to human creation. This is Einstein's statement. It is already shown that in the world of matter, physics, chemistry, thermodynamics, etc., follow definite, well-defined laws. There is no chance anywhere. So how can our birth, beauty, intelligence only random events? There is a verse. Karmana daiva netrena jantar dehopataye striya pravishtavudaram punyoryata ganasraya. Sir, ma'am, you're born. Your birth date on that particular second. Astrology is so wonderful. They can predict your life. So you're taking birth in that particular time with Kundali at a particular time. You know, like probably if let us see, what is that? September 11th, September 12th, afternoon 2:30. The constellation in the outside, Dr. Nady proved planets have influence on us. Wow, he proved it. But in India, people worship Navagrahas so that their impact will change on them. Amazing. So somebody is taking birth in a family means he is giving some happiness, he is giving them some distress, and some collective happiness, collective distress. America English name, karma is an English word, but nobody knows what it is, but we know. Bhagavad Gita knows. You understanding? Flawless lawmaker is there. When Parikshit was born, they told everything about Parikshit. He will do this. Exactly, that's what has happened. What I wanted to add here, we are not, this astrology is there to tell we are not the victim of our past. We can come out of it, but today nobody knows. Today's education is so telling, make money, make money, make money. Should I continue? Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Ji.
Thank you. You know, today people are going away from spirituality. People are going away from naturality. What is the result? 70% of marriages are divorced. And eating is not a problem. Some people don't know what to eat. We all have to mask. We all have to wear mask. Hare Krishna. We should eat. We should be healthy also. Enjoying sense gratification is not a problem. And my wife and husband come together, they give birth to a child. It's allowed. But some people, they want to enjoy in a very, very wrong way. Chimpanzee, they want to enjoy. What happens? AIDS. Hey, nature's laws are very strict. Follow the nature's laws. You don't need to wear a mask. There should be value education today. Okay, let us see. If everyone appreciates there is a mastermind, supreme intelligence, there are laws governing us at every minute, our life will change. Do you agree?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It will change. Otherwise, you know, your mother, she gets up in the morning, she's worshipping. You ask, Mom, what is this? She cannot explain. You think she's sentimental. She's not. Recently, one scientist was given a Nobel Prize for discovering this one fact. If you fast once in 15 days, you will be healthy and will live longer. And every Ekadasi we fast in India for
This is big joke.
centuries. The biggest joke of the, I know, but he got the Nobel Prize because he analyzed it, struggled it. Right? Anyway, let us see what scientists are telling. There is a perfect, this is Einstein, perfect brain behind all the natural physical laws, Albert Einstein. Nobel laureate physicist Erwin Schrödinger. I'm astonished that the scientific picture of the real world around me is deficient. It gives a lot of factual information, puts all the experience in a magnificently consistent order, but it is ghastly silent about all and sundry that is really near to our heart. That really matters to us. It cannot tell us the word about red and blue, bitter and sweet. Sometimes somebody will ask you, hey, how is the party? Amazing. How did you enjoy? Amazing. You can't say more than that. Physical pain, physical delight, you can't speak. It knows nothing of beautiful and ugly, good or bad, God or in eternity. Science sometimes pretends to answer questions in these domains, but answers are very often so silly, we are not inclined to take them seriously. This is a Aaron Schrodinger. Hare Krishna. If you think strongly enough, you will be forced by science to believe in God, Lord Kelvin. This is the model I told the story, remember? That is a model Einstein and Newton invented. So Newton point is simple. And when model you think needs a creator, a supreme intelligence, needs intelligence, how can you believe the actual solar model, which is so vast, comes by chance? The most beautiful system of sun, planets, comets could only proceed from counsel and dominion of the intelligent and powerful being. This being governs all the things, not as the soul of the world, but as the Lord of all, Lord over all. And on account of his dominion, he is to be called Lord God, universal ruler, Sir Isaac Newton. I saw in it the atom, the key to the deepest secret of the nature, and it revealed to me the greatness of the creation and creator, Max Born. Ramanujan. An equation for me has no meaning unless it represents the thought of God. Srinivasa Ramanujan. There is a higher power not influenced by our wishes, which finally decides and judges. Heisenberg. We ought to value the privilege of knowing God's truth far beyond anything we can have in this world. Michael Faraday. These are very, very, powerful scientists that have, who have really changed the course of science actually, right? But what is there? One day Newton said, I have found something, the thing of my life. All the reporters came. What did you find? This is Newton talking. Newton said, I spread across in front of me is a great ocean, but I am only collecting pebbles in the beach. In other words, what are the principles I found out? They're like a sand in the beach when the absolute truth is in front of me like an ocean, which I don't even know. That's Newton's statement. I have a question for all of you. What is the origin of the universe? A, Big Bang. B, Big Bang. C, intelligent design. D, chance. Who will tell?
It's an intelligent design.
Anybody else?
We were forced, in our education system, it was told that it is Big Bang theory, which says the evolution of Earth.
Actually, I think we crossed that screen. Prabhuji, Britannica, I think, Britannica Indica says till this day, there is not even one model was accepted by scientific community as a whole. The Big Bang is Ohio next year, we are in Michigan. Ohio removed Big Bang theory from textbooks. We are third world country, Prabhu. That's why we have Big Bang. So many states in America, there is no proof till this day. They removed from textbooks. We are like slaves to the Western education, English education. We just followed. There is no proof. Till this day, not even one model has got the acceptance. Till this day. You know what they say? Some people who have removed it. Of course, America is a Christian country. They say, whatever is present in the Bible should be accepted, because when Big Bang has no proof, same thing with Bible also. Now I'll tell you. Second canto Srimad Bhagavatam, The creation was presented. If you're from IIT or MIT, it's a good brain teaser for you. Just read it. I tried first time, I couldn't understand. Anyway, I'm not so intelligent anyway. I'm not in IIT or anything, I'm a simple guy, simple software guy. I'm a monk now. So intelligent design. What is the purpose? Eat, sleep and be merry. Kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. No purpose. To understand God and life. That's what the scientists said. What do you think? What is its purpose? Anybody? Suffer one day, enjoy one day, eat, sleep, and be merry. Huh? What is the goal of life? What is Newton told?
I don't know about what Newton told, but then experience every mode of life and then enjoy it, no matter it is happiness or sadness.
So, Amma, I have a question for you. Are you 100% happy at least for 1 month non-stop? Or 1 year? Forget about
Guru,
it.
no, Guruji, I might have been happy, but then the society has conditioned us in such a way that, the society has set up certain things. They have defined that this is happiness and this is sadness. So as I am also conditioned along with the society all these years, yes, I am not happy.
You're honest. Society has imposed, I agree, but my question to you, are we 100% happy? That's it, a simple question. We have, okay, Vedanta Sutra says that nature of soul is to be happy. You're all coming to this class, means you're finding something interesting actually. Okay, weekend is coming. You ask your friends, hey, what are you doing in the weekend? Nobody will tell you, I'll close the doors and cry. Yes, if that crying gives you happiness, you'll do it. Anything we do, we enjoy doing it, or with the hope that it will give us happiness, we do it. But the reality is different. Our happiness is tiny. Our hard work for that is this much. Do you agree? So one person said, if distress is not there, how can we enjoy happiness? Then my question to you is this: somebody comes and gives you sweet rice. You will say, can you give me a little sand? If I eat a little sand, I'll appreciate sweet rice more. No. Actually, the sessions are for this. We deserve 100% happiness. But today, the happiness that we are getting is tiny. The way you read computer science, you need to spiritual science. It is possible. But that has to happen only if you understand life. I have a question for you. Did science only explains the functioning of the universe? Does science explain the goal of the universe? What is the goal? Why should there be season changing? I mean, if you're a 20-year-old, you should be beautiful. I should remain only 20 all the time. Nobody wants to become old. If I have a black hair, my hair should be black all the time. Why should not gray? Nobody likes old age. Today, temperature in Michigan is 75. It should stay like that. No. In a month to come, temperature will drop. California had, so much of forest fires. The sun is covered by, the smoke, and the temperatures are dropping. Somebody said 50 degrees. Why like this? So you enjoy for some time, suffer for some time? No, we deserve 100% happiness. In other words, we are searching in a wrong place. So when you drive 45 speed, at 45 speed, nobody will give you ticket. But when you drive 70 at 45, then you get it. If copy is not there, you will not get, of course. But nature is not like that. Somebody is watching you. So the purpose is to understand your life, ma. To understand your life and to become 100% happy life. Not miserable life. Have you seen a complicated machine which came by chance, has no purpose? Huh?
No.
Till this day, did you come across any machine that came by chance and has no purpose? Now we'll talk about Big Bang Theory. It's Big Bang or Big Brain? According to Big Bang Theory, everything began from a point of infinite temperature, infinite density, infinitesimal size that is physically indescribable, mathematically unverifiable, beyond all conceptions of space and time. At infinite temperature, infinite density, infinitesimal size, then what happened? Amino acids came together and one life molecule, single atom was created, one molecule with life was created only one time. इसके बाद कभी हुआ नहीं, तभी हुआ था. Wow, this is science or अमर चित्र कथा. It should be emphasized that no theory of origin of solar system has as at one general acceptance. All involve highly improbable assumptions. This is scientific book, Encyclopedia Britannica. But Bhagavatam describes the universe, the origin of the universe, wonderfully well. Couple of scientists who read Bhagavatam, they presented a 2-year serial in Fox News based on Bhagavatam, the creation. They have won such a high appreciation because they found it very probable, very reasonable. Mahatattva, how ether came into existence, from ether how air came into existence, from air how fire came into existence, from fire how water came into existence, from water how earth came into existence. Can you imagine the beauty of the intelligent creator? You have only 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. Everything is created from that only. There is no extra element. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Bhumi, Rabo, Anulo, Vayu. Come on over the Revacha. Bhagavad Gita. Scientists were amazed. Only 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. Computer comes from that. Printer comes from that. Vacuum cleaner comes from that. Wow. Only 5. There's a big brain. Now make a comparison between the governments of your country and the universal government. Let us see that. Home Ministry, Law and Order, Medicines, Minister of Energy, Finance Ministry, Defense Ministry, Education. We also have Home Ministry, Law and Order. You go for illicit sex, immediately it will come. Go for smoking in America, smoking was so famous because few cinema stars made it famous. But people don't know they all died of cancer only. Lip cancer and lung cancer. If you go for continuous alcoholism, your problem. So yes, nature is also. Best example is Corona only. You don't know what to eat, Corona came. 4.35 lakh crores of money is gone. World Euro, what is that? Economic Forum is coming. I know, I wish I encourage everyone to read. They are telling, they made such suggestions which are very acceptable to. Actually, they are speaking Bhagavad Gita the first time, World Economic Forum. If you change your life like that, you don't need to lose this much money. Ayurvedic herbs are there. If you appreciate electrical energy, you know, electricity and lighting, we have sun and moon. In fact, Ministry of Energy takes everything from sun and moon only. You know, we have currency and wealth. Gold, silver, navaratnas, diamonds, everything comes from nature only. What is a scientist? The more and more you exploit from earth. Petroleum, Petra. You know, oleum means oil, Petra means rock oil. So the more and more you're exploiting earth, you get more and more name and fame. Defense Ministry, earth also has defense ministry. If this ozone layer is not there, we will not be here. Education, we also have Quran. Behind there is a prime minister, behind universal government there is God. Prime minister maintains and controls the country, God maintains and controls the whole universe. Government law abiders live happily. Government law breakers are punished. Law abiders live prosperously. God's law breakers suffer. No? So go to the Shabda Praman. Research is already done. Research is already done. Bhagavatam also presents a universal model perfectly, more appealingly than Big Bang. You know, one IT student told me, I couldn't understand the creation from Bhagavatam. It's really a brain teaser. Very scholarly person, he said. So Krishna says in Gita, Matta parataram na anyat kinchidasti dhanam jaya mai sarvamidam protam sutri maniganaiva. See his necklace, behind the necklace there is a thread. So behind macrocosmic class, microcosmic class, Arjuna, I am there behind it. There is no superior truth beyond me. Mattapartaram nanyat kinchidasti dhanandaya mai sarvamidam protam sutri maniganaiva. Krishna is making it. Somebody is telling formally. Not only he said, he showed the universal form also. He showed the entire universe in him only. He is not showing himself in the universe in his mouth. So what is the prime duty? Use your one's intelligence to appreciate the great brain of God. Actually, I want to add one more. I have a question for all of you. 3 times water and 1 time earth, right? That is earth. If you see earth, what is 3 times 70% water only? Only 1/4 is land. What if it is reverse? 3/4 is land and 1/4 is water. What will happen? I have a question for all of you.
There will be a drought.
Drought.
Should I answer?
Mm-hmm.
You and I would not be there. Straight. The water would have been evaporated, and the whole earth would have become a desert, and whole earth would have become desert. And sometimes, like in California, I had last month temperature is 115 degrees. You know, imagine all the civilizations developed where? On the bank of rivers. If the water is not there, will the civilizations last? No. So there won't be human species on the earth. Interesting, right? And why water doesn't freeze at 0 degrees? Water freezes at 4 degrees. How many of you know this fact? You all might have studied in the college. Anomalous expansion of water. Anybody remember that?
No. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius only, as far as I know.
Listen, water has a unique behavior. It starts freezing at 4 degrees. It is called anomalous expansion of water. Because of this only one quality of water, people are able to see fish. People are able to, those who are non-vegetarians, eat fish. As soon as temperature drops at 4 degrees, the top layer of the water or oceans, it freezes. And protecting all the aquatic life underneath. Otherwise, we would not have seen something called fish or whale or shark. As soon as the temperature drops to 4 degrees, the top layer of water freezes, protecting all the aquatics. Sir, what a technology, what intelligence. When it is freezing, when the temperatures are dropping, the nature takes a lot of, when it is freezing, nature takes a lot of oxygen. It takes a lot of air from the environment, and the top layer freezes. Basically, God wanted us to live. America land mass is very high. That's why you have Lake Michigan, Lake Superior. I'll tell you this. Why the water is salty? What if it is sweet water? We all know would not have come. Because sweet water density is low. The oceans would have evaporated. Salty water has high density. That's why it is 3 times water, 1 time earth. And places like, what happens because of this high density water, salt water, the water vapor is carried to the distant lands, inlands, maintaining the humidity, maintaining the human life, maintaining the life, not just human life, other species. Basically, this is not by chance. It was made in such a way we all enjoy responsibly. Today we don't know that. We are going away from the reality. That's why so much suffering. So what is the, like in every university has a motto. Wayne State University has a motto. Aim higher. Likewise, Vedic culture has a motto. What is that? Simple living and high thinking. Today, high living and no thinking. Enjoy. Life is an ice cream. Means what? Before it melts, you enjoy. Every pound of your energy, enjoy. Then what happens? By 50, you become old. And all the diseases come. One doctor told me, neurosurgeon in America, Michigan, Yugal Kishore, you have a lifeline and health line. No doctor can change your lifeline. Means you're destined to live 80 years. No doctor can change it. Can increase it, he said. Not sorry, cannot change. Increase it. But you have to maintain your health line up to 80 years. But if you think life is meant for enjoyment, you start enjoying left and right without any rules and regulations. If you buy a car and every day you drive 1,000 miles because it's a new car, what happens? In 4 years, car will become old. I've seen cars like that. But if you understand, this body is given for a specific reason, specific purpose. Karma is English word. Nobody knows what it is. Chanakya was the minister under Chandragupta. Chanakya Niti. Today in India, where what is that? Chanakyapuri, Delhi, all this, embassies stay there. Chanakyapuri, but Chanakya defines life, goal of the life. Scriptures, Vedas, Puranas, thousands and thousands of verses. Bhagavatam 24,000, Mahabharata 90,000 verses, 108 Upanishads. Indians don't even know how many Upanishads are there, how many Puranas are there, how many Vedas are there. Once I finish engineering or medicine, I have to go to America only. But people come to America. So America, once you get the green card, earlier at least previous times, you are like 35, 40 years. You live another 10 years, 10, 20 years, give all the money to children and die. So your life is successful. What is the goal of life? Simple living and high thinking. That is the motto of Vedic culture. Today, high living and no thinking. So if you understand, there is supreme intelligence, there are laws. And if you balance your life around that laws, yoga is there. So one person, B.K. Sanger, 92-year-old, scientist said his intestines are like 24-year-old, like a young boy. Means he can eat comfortably, digest. Hare Krishna. Right? One day a few wrestlers came to Krishna Devaraya kingdom. They said, we want to fight with you. Krishna Devaraya invited them for lunch. So they came, they sat, you want oil or ghee, right? They brought sesame seeds. We want oil, we want ghee or oil. And king, they were watching the king, they gave him sesame seeds. Krishna Devaraya did like this. And he poured oil. And when he crushed it like this, the sesame oil fell from that sesame seeds, and he mixed it and ate it. The wrestlers said, "Sir, we will not fight. When our king is that much powerful, what about the wrestlers in the kingdom?" You know, civilization developed where the rivers were there. Water is very important. Most important ingredient is water. Why in Michigan the automotive industry developed? Water, simple. You know, we have created the rivers. No. Today there is only 1% of pure water left on the planet. Right. So we are leading a life that is very unnatural. What is the result? Quarrel. What is the result? Divorces. What is the result? Health issues, cancer, diabetes is an epidemic because we are in the nature, but we have forgot to control who is controlling the nature's laws. When I say Newton said it, yeah. When I say Bhagavad Gita, sentiment. But no, Bhagavad Gita is also science. Like computer science, spiritual science is a subject matter, but you need to study under professor. Use one's intelligence, our prime duty, to appreciate the great brain of God. To use science to glorify God's creation, like Einstein and Newton did it. To create a worldwide spiritual awareness. What is the #1 country that was the happiest country in the world a couple of years ago?
Bhutan.
Bhutan, great. One time it was Bangladesh. Dollar is 187 takas. India was not there in the first 10 because India was imitating the West also. So happiness is not a thing. It is a state of consciousness. You have it, you have it. You don't have it, you don't have it. Even if you have the whole world in your pocket. So on Black Friday, we go and bring the entire Target or Walmart into your home. We start laughing next 20 days. I purchased all this thing, I'm blissful. No, happiness is not a thing. It is a state of consciousness. Especially if you go to Walmart, products and services. We all go towards product side to buy happiness. One thing we forget, service side. Mother is happy cooking for children and feeding. Who is happy? Mother is happy or children or husband is happy eating?
Mother.
Mother is more happy. So next time when we go to Walmart, we should go not towards product side but service side. In other words, happiness, you render service. You tell your family members, thank you very much, I'm grateful to you. Just say like this, you'll see smile on their face. Just go and call your mother and say, Mom, I'm very grateful to you. You brought me up. And tell your spouse, I'm very grateful to you. Thank you very much. They start smiling. Service brings happiness. Who will teach all these things? Spirituality. But Maya, we don't accept God at all. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment? Anyone has any question? So
Guruji, see, India, from only all this Bhagavad Gita and this science has come, and India is blessed with so much of river and natural beauty. But now, why India is so corrupted, and I feel a lot of corruption and a lot of pollution is happening. India is Dev Bhumi, but why it happened like this? Why?
We are going away from truth, Prabhu. Ecology, all this recently I was listening, ecology problem is actually spiritual problem. If everyone's heart is polluted, it will reflect outside. Yes or no? If everyone buys plastic, the oceans are filled with plastic. If every heart has greed, anger, envy, pride, false ego, that will reflect outside. Because ek baar mere ghar se chala gaya, I don't care. If everyone thinks like that, what happens? It'll go outside. It'll just go outside. All the hearts are impure. Today, rivers are polluted. Rivers are impure. Environment is impure. Plastic islands. One day I was going to Vrindavan and beautiful fields. I loved how amazing I was enjoying. Suddenly I saw a drainage between the fields. I said, why drainage between the fields? The drainage will ruin the fields. Driver said, it is not drainage, it is river Yamuna. Huh? What is the mistake your river Yamuna did? Flowing next to Delhi, flowing through Delhi. 1992, federal government of America declared every river in America is polluted. Greed. Because of the experiments that we conducted, So planet, actually, the famous Nobel laureate Amartya Sen, he said this. India and China try to become like America. Cannot. You need 5 earth planets. Why? America alone generates 9 times more trash than the rest of the world put together. India and China with 140 crore population, 130 crore population, America is only 33.3 crore. 33, 34 crores. But America alone generates 9 times more trash. But with 3 times, 4 times double the population, both the countries put together, they want to become like America, Earth cannot survive. Corona is a message, reset button, telling people to become spiritual. Telling people to become spiritual. But people are waiting for vaccine. But scientists are already telling it's mutating. Vaccine may not work. Why people are not telling? Why not even one person said till this day? Hey, do increase your immunity. Raise your immunity. Why people are not coming with the medicines to raise immunity? Everyone is looking for medicine because greed. People want money. They are telling only wash your hands and just wear the mask. Who is telling increase your immunity nicely? Nobody is telling it. Nobody has come out with the medicine to increase the immunity.
Yeah, Prabhuji, so one statistics came, 94% who died from coronavirus are overweight people. So,
those are the statistics. What I'm trying to tell is, Prabhuji, the rest of the 6% who died, they are underweight. I mean, not overweight. So it's all, let us talk about you and me. Forget about the percentages. Let's talk about you and me. There is a saying, until it comes to me, So today somebody called me and said, Prabhuji, my mother died. Can you pray for yes? If my mother dies, I will not do into the session. So my point is that there can be so many reasons, but I am telling only generic principles. What is that? We are going away from nature. We are going from nature's laws. We are going from nature's lawmaker. God. For sure. That supreme intelligence is watching us. Like an Einstein, Newton, they are very spiritual. So anyway, we'll end it here. Any question or comment, otherwise we'll end it. And I want everyone's feedback. Lakshmi ji, you want to add anything? Kamini ji?
No. No, G, this is my first session, so I don't have much to share.
Yeah. How do you feel? Boring?
Feels good. I haven't related science to spirituality these days, and this experience is different actually.
Thank you. Actually, I could have started Bhagavad Gita, but I have a feeling some people may not appreciate, especially Rahul ji, And then I thought,
yeah, Prabhuji, that's right. See, unless or until you see, even if I want to study like object-oriented program, something, I should get convinced why I have to study.
right.
If you're not convinced why you have to study, then your brain doesn't seek excuse for. I mean, it is not attached to the material. That's what I feel.
I agree.
Totally
So
agree.
I should, I mean, that might be my ignorance or my ahankar or something, but I have to bring down my, I have to understand what is, why Bhagavad Gita or why this spirituality, because we have been molded saying that there is no science, because though I am Rahul, I mean, though I was born in, I'm a North Indian, I was born near Tamil Nadu. Actually, sorry, I was brought up in Tamil Nadu. So there, Periyar, if you know Periyar movement, and that was in 80s and 90s, that was the mindset. So he was an atheist. So we have been forced atheism. So we have to first convince ourselves. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. So we'll end it here. Saurabh ji, you want to add anything? Otherwise, we'll meet next week. How to access the truth? We'll decide next week. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. I have nothing more to add to it, but I really appreciate what you said today. And in somewhere in our subconscious mind, we do probably realize sometime, but not in the conscious mind. We actually observe or try to relate these things in our life.
Just give me
So
1 minute. 1 minute.
Nityanand Prabhu also joined Kamini Mataji today.
Yes, Ji, he's sitting next to me and listening.
Hello. Yeah, I couldn't meet you on Monday.
Oh, that's okay, Ji, no problem. Maybe we'll come some other day soon.
Yeah.
To
Today we
see.
actually,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd sent. Today we had a big festival in the temple. We had like flower festival where we did Abhishek. I can send those pictures and videos. Please watch.
Oh, sure, Ji. I even asked my friend to deliver flowers for this puja as well.
Oh. Maybe for everyone, I'll just send that Facebook link.
Okay.
Like for everyone, I just shared one link of flower festival. It's like 1 hour. You can just drag little bit to see how flower festival is done. And if anybody, if you're not visited ISKCON Farmington Hills Temple, we have a temple here in Michigan. It's a small city called Farmington Hills. We have Radha Krishna deities and small Krishna Balram deities. We call them as Nityan. Balramji is also called as Nityananda. Krishna is called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have like two sets. One is Radha Krishna and Gaur Nityananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu deities. So like we offer every day like 7 aratis and like 6 times offering. Like our first arati starts at 5, like 4:30 we wake 4:30 a.m. We wake up the deities, and 5 a.m. is our first arati, and 5 7 o'clock 12:30 in the noon, 4 o'clock 7, and evening 9 o'clock. So it's like a very organizedly we have all the artis and offerings, kirtans. And Yugal Kishore ji is our temple president.
I'm everyone's servant. Anyway, thank you very much, and we will end it here. But very grateful for your time, and we'll meet next week. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank
thank
you.
you. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.